thoughtful.
Sincere.
Kind.
Loving.
Generous.
Trusting.
Compassionate.
Endearing. Did I say generous?
You said generous. Beautiful. Sensitive.
Decent.
Honourable.
Hardworking.
Joyful.
Joyful, yeah.
Delicate.
Yeah, vulnerable. Sweet. Good-natured. Compassionate.
We've done that one too. Appreciative.
Appreciative. Basically, Rob is none of those.
Absolutely none. I'm a bit nervous. Do you mind if I we call to have a beer?
Is it okay to drink?
Yeah, it's fine. You want to have as many beers as possible. That's the idea.
Okay, and what happens? What's the sort of process? You're just going to help us with this speech? How?
Well, you're making it as painful for the groom as possible.
Are you gonna kind of like censor us?
We can censor expletives.
Yeah, because
there might be a few
yeah.
kids, and my mum might see it.
We can do that.
My language is a bit atrocious.
And his
after
mum
a
might
few.
see it.
Yeah.
Well, his mum, of course, his mum will see it. She'll be
Yeah.
there. So,
We're not so much worried about his dad.
but generally, the stories we can say anything.
Anything you want, just as long as it's honest. Anything you want. How do you guys know Rob? Firstly, how do you?
We've known him since we were at 10, 11, 12.
I'd say more like 14.
14.
The reason I say that is because he was doing things that I wasn't doing at 12, 13.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So it must have been like 14 or 15.
Yeah.
And the reason I say a blur is because it was literally a blur because he ran past us,
Yeah.
being chased.
He was a blur.
He was being chased.
By a big guy.
A husband.
Someone's husband.
You don't roll around outside of a caravan with a married woman and expect not to get chased by the husband.
No.
Doesn't happen.
And he wasn't wrestling with her.
They weren't wrestling.
We saw what was going on from a distance, didn't we?
It was a bit of a kerfuffle. There was noise.
I thought it was a fight. It was quite violent.
Maybe he just didn't know what he was doing.
And
It's a learning curve, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sex.
yeah,
But that's how we met.
yeah.
So, I'm gonna start off with a nice, easy one. Does Rob have any hobbies?
He likes photography. Yeah,
He's got like 117 photo albums on Facebook.
he really does.
117.
Um,
And out of those 117 albums is, I would say, 350 photos of this grid.
Hang on, let me just get a close up of each of those grins. Hang on, give me 2 seconds.
It looks like somebody grabbed a handful of Tic Tacs and thrown them into his mouth.
yeah, it's like wider, and it.
Like
It's almost aggressive,
a savage beast.
Yeah.
Has maybe kind of taken over his face.
So does Rob think he's cool? Like, does...
No, he knows he's not cool.
Oh, no, he does. He thinks he's cool.
No,
He thinks he's so cool.
I've
got pictures of him posing. He thinks he's James Bond.
He thinks he's James...
He thinks he's James Bond. He thinks he's in the Rat Pack.
Yeah, he thinks. Yeah,
He thinks he's cool.
he once shaved his legs because he thought that would be cool. It wasn't because it was his stag night. He did it because he thought it was cool.
He also shaved his...
Landing strip
Did a landing strip.
from the belly button. Happy trail.
Yeah.
Not so happy.
It would be... Rob has never kissed me. So I don't drink.
On the lips or on the face? Because he's kissed me on the face loads of times. I've kissed him on the face. I probably enjoyed it.
Has he ever slipped you a tongue?
Absolutely never.
That's a lie.
It's absolutely
That's a
not.
lie.
Have a drink. Have a drink.
Drink. No.
He has. I've seen it.
He's never slipped me the tongue.
I've seen it.
I've seen him slip other people the tongue. But I know he's kissed other men. Danny Williams, yeah, the wedding. Yeah, he's kissed you. On the lips, Danny.
Anyone else? Anyone else in the crowd that might?
Stand up. If Rob has kissed you with
Stand up
tongue.
if Rob
I'm
has
assuming-
kissed you
Yeah,
on the lips, but not just like a peck on the lips.
No.
There's
talking-
emotional,
Yeah, sex,
an emotional
sexiness.
kind of something.
Yeah, stand up.
A little something.
Stand up.
Yeah.
I'll see you.
Especially tongues.
Stand up.
Next, have you ever question?
Okay.
Come on.
I have never showered naked with Rob.
In front of Rob or with Rob?
With Rob.
I've never got beaten up because of Rob.
Oh yeah.
He offends a lot of people. He's a very offensive person.
There was a Dutch guy. It was all over a girl. Rob was in a hand towel because the guy chased him out of a girl's room. We were on a balcony. He was shouting. Rob looked over. I said, Rob, please don't tell me that's the guy that wants to kill you. Rob said, yes, it is. And then Rob appears with just a hand towel and says, yeah, what?
Yeah. That's going to get your ass kicked.
Rob. But that's one good thing about Rob. You know, he won't back down. Never mind the guy being a unit and would have eaten us both
Have you ever
alive.
seen Rocky 4?
Rob will not back down.
Does Rob have a porn collection?
Yes.
Is Rob's porn collection massive?
Yes. Yeah, if Rob was a European,
He'd be German.
he would be German and
He
he
loves
would be
booze.
involved with porn.
Has Rob
that's-
ever had a golden shower?
I would assume so.
What is
Has
it?
Rob dated over the internet? Is Rob stupid?
Wow. How much beer have we got?
What would Rob's perfect date be?
He'll tell you.
It would probably be meeting somebody that he doesn't really know.
Using any kind of electronic means, or
Internet,
you know,
all that.
meet somebody on the internet, come over to my house, and I'll
That's
treat
it.
you to some home cooked meal.
Or meet someone on the internet, I'll come to where you live. Or,
Yeah. You obviously, I'm gonna get there. You're gonna reimburse me for the travel.
what is Rob's best physical feature?
His teeth, because if he was a carnivore, he could tear apart animals.
What is the best thing about Rob? All at once. In your own time.
Can you repeat the question?
What's the worst thing about Rob?
Right, okay. The worst thing about Rob?
His attitude when he's drunk.
Oh,
His ability to drink. Himself.
God, I swear as well. I swear.
We can blank
The way he
exclusive.
makes me
It's
feel.
fine. What is the stupidest thing Rob's ever done?
He
Made friends with us. Asked us to be his best man. That's gonna be pretty stupid.
that's a good one.
Has Rob ever stitched you up?
Once Rob, he was really drunk, and we were living together in Newport, and Rob wet his bed.
It's probably not the first time he's done that.
Oh, I don't know, but he did it. But the stupid thing about it was, rather than just change the sheets and deal with it and clean up and whatever, I guess he must have had to run off to work in the morning. Anyway, my mum was coming over the next day, and she came over and she was like, "Oh, this place stinks like piss. What's going on?"
She said piss to you.
Yeah, and Rob said,
Okay, no.
"Oh, it must have been a cat." He blamed it on a cat. Yeah. Okay.
So,
on that note.
I guess, again, reference to Rob's physical feature. Like, were there any bad stages in his physicality?
Yeah.
Like, were there?
Ouch.
Rob was a fat bastard. Rob's still got the photo as well. He's got it on his best pass.
He was big.
Rob was a big fat bastard. Seriously.
He was big.
But I loved him then. I love him more now.
To be honest,
I loved him then.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think his weight has ever influenced whether I love him or not.
Yeah. He was more cuddly when he was fat.
He was more cuddly when he was fat. I probably loved him more then. Like,
Sum up Rob in a few sentences. Just his character and.
Okay.
No.
Rob. Rob is
Lucky. He's lucky.
Yeah.
He's managed to meet the only girl with an IQ higher than ours and perfect vision. She's an optician with perfect vision and she likes it.
Is she optician?
Optician. Perfect vision.
All opticians, just because they're an optician, have perfect vision.
I'm assuming so because she doesn't wear glasses very often.
But you have to have perfect vision.
She's got perfect vision. She likes Rob. That's luck. That's love.
She can't have, if she likes Rob, she can't have perfect vision.
Yeah, she can.
Rob!
Hiya, Rob.
Hiya, Rob!
Hiya.
We're the best men. We're the best men.
Not so much.
Rob and Emma, 2010. Getting married.
She's putting up with him. She loves him.